Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. It's early morning after a day of rain, and I mean a day of rain. It didn't stop raining till I think about 10 o'clock when I finally said the heck with it. No contracts were coming up except for harvesting contracts, which is what we got some course play workers doing. That's why this guy is doing a song and a dance to get around. So we got two contracts going here, Field 33, which is sunflowers, and Field 34, which is taters, which I had to come up here and get my root crop harvester. So they're both going here. The good news is both of them are going here to the bakery. So there is that going on here for contracts at the moment. We will be doing some grass cutting, baling, and wrapping while our cotton harvester harvests some cotton. Up here, oh, looks like he's done. So up here in the northern plateau, I'm just trying to take care of the weeds for the most part, and that's what our Voltra is doing. I do have the speed down to 1 because I was just moving a whole bunch of stuff around, and I'll also show you another reason why as well. This field here does have second stage of weeds on it, so this weeder is not going to quite cut it. Well, it wouldn't cut it, but take care of it, I guess is what I should say. If I go this way here, so you can see where the second stage is, so I'll have to use herbicide on this field here. But in a second, we'll be getting ready to cut some grass and get our cotton harvester going in those fields over there. We are down to $530,000. I did not sell any crop off camera, nothing like that. So, yeah, we just lost what cash we had to pay off our loan interest. Not pay off the loan, but loan interest is what we're paying off. So obviously skipping that much time, our animals should have reproduced and produced, hopefully. But the good thing for us today is, well, we're harvesting some of our stuff, and we're doing some nice contracts as well. Alright, I'm going to set this guy off in a worker. Hopefully by doing that, he will stop here, because there's no sense of him trying to do the other weeds, because it's not going to work. Alright, so you guy, or lady, you go ahead and do your weeding job. So, look at this. Spinnery is flashing, which means there's a great demand. Well, spinner only takes wool or cotton. And it takes cotton. Well, today is cotton. And the price is actually a pretty good. Where am I going here? Right here. So since we're already here, silage, we're going to be doing that today at the barn. Look at that, 184 and rising. So we'll hang on to it until the price is right. Sugarcane doesn't matter. Cotton, yeah, almost $2,000. That is really good. Sunflowers, which we're harvesting in a contract. Plus, we have sunflowers. Agri-wholesales way up in the Northeast. The other day, it got up to like $770, and I didn't sell it. So hopefully this gets up there just as close, if not better. Of course, we have 98,000 liters to sell, and we're doing a contract in it, so any extra crop is mine. Mine to sell. As for taters, it doesn't really matter too much, but the bakery is offering the best price. And like I said, we are doing the contract right here. So what I am going to do is, first up, because that contract for the cotton has been going for a while, so we need to get that done before the great demand is up and done with. So let's go ahead and get this guy started and going pronto. So technically right now, I think the field that we want to buy is $530,000 and change, and we have $530,000 and change. So yeah, plus I'm still waiting for more contracts. I never got a contract for weeding and or second stage of fertilization yet. So yeah, I just keep checking the contract page when I can and see what comes up. I mean, if we buy it and it's got weeds in it, fine, we'll But I'll have to weed it before it hits harvest stage. That's the word I'm looking for. So I think this guy I will set off on a worker, not course play. Just because I trust a worker a little bit better than course play. Oddly enough. Make sure he grabs what he can grab. Alright, so he is off and running. How full is this guy here? Not quite full. And this guy here? Not quite full. Alright, so next thing I'm going to do is set up our Big M. Actually, let's jump into our wheel loader. And let's take care of these pigs while we're here. Like I said, I might as well leave the wheel loader over here instead of bringing it all the way back to the BGA when I don't have no silage or anything. There we go. Pigs are taken care of for the day. Leave that right here. Also, I should probably check on the animals. So the pigs, yikes. Yeah, they're gonna start requiring some food. Maybe I'll have Frank take care of that while I'm back at Mercury Farms here. Chickens, as we know, we bought chickens the other day to, just help them reproduce faster, and of course make more eggs. They're fine on food and everything. The sheep, well, they could use some water and to be cleaned out, and probably they could use some hay as well. The cows, well, even the cows are getting low on stuff. So how are the horses? Horses are fine. So Falcon, how's he doing? He's up to 30%, worth 15,000. And here's Indigo. I took him out for a trot, and I'm wondering, okay, so he's at 8%. We'll see if that drops at all in the next day when we come back. So I'm just trying to figure out, if you don't train them every day, does their training drop and all that? I think it might do just that. Oh wow, we need a. I probably should have taken this out while it was raining. had it gotten a good wash. But hopefully by the end of the day we get another contract on field 26. So, we can fertilize it or weed it, one or the other, or both. That'd be great. But I don't think I'll get a contract for both in a day. But I don't want to go another day. Every time I go at night, we lose that much more money, and I'm not going to be able to afford the field if I don't keep up with it. But I think we're going to be okay. I know I keep saying that, but I think we'll be fine. All right, let me go ahead and grab the Fendt tractor. And I'm clipping. Come on, sneak through there. Just a little scratching of the paint. It's fine. It's all fine. So I only tested my wrapper once, so hopefully it doesn't fail me. But I sped up the wrapping speed on that guy, so we'll get to see it in action today. Like I said in a previous episode, the wrapper that we have took about 15 seconds to wrap a bale. I knocked it down to 6 seconds to speed up the process. But we'll get all these guys working. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take care of these workers here. So when I get over there mowing, we're not... I won't have to... who completed? Oh, that's the weeder. Yeah, I won't be bothered with these guys too much for a while. So let me go ahead and empty out our root crop harvester. Let's not run over any crops. I'll get charged for that. And then I'll empty out the New Holland. I'll make some deliveries to the bakery, which I won't get no money for. It's just part of the contract. And then we'll get to mowing and baling. So I've taken care of the contract harvesters for the most part. So yeah, I got the FET behind us with the baler. I'm not quite sure. I think I had this problem before. I got him on follow me. And for some reason, every once in a while, it's almost like his lights are acting like strobe lights. They just go berserk and flicker everywhere. So if I stay far enough ahead of him, I don't think it'll be too much of an issue. So our grass field is, of course, completely taken care of. The reason why there's actually weeds in the grass field, if you remember, one of our workers started to seed cotton in our grass field, and before I reseeded it with grass, since it was a quote-unquote cotton field in certain sections, the weeds started to grow. So, but we took care of the weeds. They're gone, and I won't make the same mistake twice. Hopefully, when I tell a worker to seed this field, we'll start them off closest to the grass field. So he won't merge over, and that was just, oh man, hard to find good help these days. I mean, not only did he seed into the grass field, he got stuck up on a bale, which is a good thing because who knows how far he would have gotten before I caught the problem. So for now, we're leaving the time scale at this ×1 because with the great demand at the spinnery, that's been going on since it was raining yesterday. So I really don't know how much more time I have on that. But nearly $2,000 per 1,000 liters, and I think we got somewhere in the vicinity of 72,000 liters of cotton last time. So we're looking somewhere in the vicinity of $140,000 to $150,000 worth of cotton if we can keep up on that. How is he doing back there? He's doing fine. Let's make sure we get all the grass that we can. So along with that, and along with these bales, like I said, if we get the price up to around $200 for silage at the barn, I think we're going to get roughly around $130,000. Yeah, so yeah, if we can get that field 26 over there and then merge it with cotton every 2 days, with all that combined, we should have no problem keeping up with the loan interest and also starting to pile up some cash and nibble at that loan a little bit. Yeah, so when we buy field 26, we're not going to buy any more fields until we at least pay off at least $5 million worth. So we'll see how that goes. And I think probably then we'll save up for another big field over by the cow barn. The smallest of the big fields obviously be the wise choice, but who knows? We'll see how the money situation goes because we're talking a ways off in the future for sure. Trying to be nice to my Fendt tractor back there by not taking sharp turns because he does have a baler back there, but for the most part he does pretty darn well on corners. Follow me. Now see, there goes the strobe lights. It's like a disco back there. Oh, the interesting thing I noticed, because like I said, I have course play on my 2 harvesters that are doing the contracts. So thumbs up, because I don't remember doing this before. So the New Holland, the CR 1090, he had a full tank, and I was like, oh great, the pipe is facing towards the crop. So I'm like, I want to disengage him and restart him probably. But when I got there, the combine had actually backed up and moved more to the side. It actually gave me room for my truck to go over and not ride in the crop. I unloaded him and he went right back to where he was previously. I'm like, I don't remember that being in course play. But I really appreciated that quite much with the crop destruction turned on. Yeah, I was like, oh great, I'm going to have to stop driver, back up, and hopefully when I restart him, he starts at the closest waypoint on the right track. Now, like I said, don't forget these bales that we have. You're probably thinking I'm not getting many bales, but these bales are 20,000 liter bales that we do have here. So, I think last time I mowed the field with 20,000 liter bales, I think I got about 3 trailer loads, meaning 16 bales per trailer. So I think I got like 2.5 loads of bales. Plus right now we're doing the outside of the field. Now we're going to be doing the field itself, so we're going to get a much better yield. I'm not even going to look back there because he should be back there somewhere. This guy does need, the Big M does need to be repaired at some point. It's getting down there. It does need a good wash job as well. I may have to put in some cheap stuff over here at the hog barn. Probably like we got on Mercury Farms, that little hand jack. I think it's like a $250 placeable. So we can fix our equipment, and probably just a small pressure washer, which the in-game pressure washer is awfully expensive. I mean, I buy pressure washers for like 250 bucks US dollars. So and the pressure washer I have is like 10 years old and I use it often, and $4,500 for a pressure washer. I hope that pressure washer heats the water and it degreases the engine when you spray it. Now we do have some hay I could take from the Total Mix Rations mixer. He's right there. Or I probably have some in storage somewhere where I can feed the sheep. Yep, you can see the weeds in our quote-unquote grass field. I think we're in the same situation as last time I mowed this field, that I was like, hey, there's a cotton harvester over there. He's just about done. And so are we. He's over there again. And I think he's just about done. As you can see, there is a cotton bale in the field. So there's 40,000 liters because we got the modded cotton baler that can do, obviously, 40,000 liters of cotton. So I'm hoping that he's going to have another 35,000 liters of cotton in that harvester. Or better yet, he spits one out before he gets to the end, which tells me we got more than that. The New Holland is done harvesting the sunflowers in that contract. I have not emptied the combine or finished the contract, and the message we got now is our potato harvester is quote-unquote done. Obviously, he left a little bit of a mess I'm going to have to clean up. But overall, the contracts are somewhat done. I did check at the top of the hour when it hit 7. It's now 12 past 7. I did double check on the spinnery, and we are still good to go on the Great Demand, as far as I can tell. Let's go ahead and fold up. Are the strobe lights off now? I think the strobe lights are off. Now you come over here and can you grab that for me, please, sir? Not like it matters too much, but... And you missed most of it. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, the Big M could use a little bit of loving care. Let's go ahead and turn the baler off. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta take them off. Follow me first. Turn the baler off. Spit those guys out. We'll fold that up, and I might as well bring this guy over into the yard, if you want to call it that. We're going to take care of our contracts first, and then we're going to take care of the cotton bales, because, you know, Great Demand, like I said, that's been going on for a while, and we don't want to miss out on that. It's kind of interesting, though. No, wait. Stop right there. That's right. I was getting charged. I'm like, why am I getting charged? Forgot the cotton harvester. He's on a hired worker. Yeah, I'm an idiot. So how is he in here? So yeah, we got 40,000 liters right there, and he's at 26,000. So yeah, that's that. I was like, oh no, the spinnery's not flashing. Yes, it is. The spinnery is still flashing, which means that demand is still going. I didn't check for field 26. Nothing. Alright. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so this field is actually done harvesting, but we haven't completed the contract yet. This guy here. No. You're all done, sir. Well, that's weird. See how we missed like a lot of the potatoes there, but near the end he didn't. Interesting. Let's go ahead and clean up his mess because we want every little bit of potato we can because we get the extra. Extra, read all about it. I mean, we'll get the money from the contract and just a tiny bit more from the extra crop. But I believe the bakery is offering the best price for potatoes right now, so it's like a double bonus kind of a thing. I mean, it's not a great demand or a great price, but at least we're bringing it to the place that has the best price. But what you could also do is, if the great demand is bringing you to a sell point where the price is, let's just say, crappy, when you're emptying out your payload, it'll say contract complete. Stop emptying your payload and then go to the other sell point that suits you better. But for us, it is the bakery. But hopefully today we are going to make lots of cash. Obviously with the cotton bales that we're going to have, the silage bales at the barn, I haven't checked the pricing yet, eggs and sunflower, and as you can see we got two big fields down here, and of course they have cotton in them. Now cotton is a tricky one for contracts because you're selling bales, so it's going to take the whole bale, so you can actually deliver more cotton than the contract needs. But what we may try to do is, when I get near the end of the field, trying to guesstimate how much I can get away with, and then empty the harvester and then start a new bale. That's going to be real tricky, I think. It can be done, I'm sure. It's just not really knowing what is required to complete the contract. Now see, it says right here, contract in field 34 finished, which is a field we're in, obviously. So all these potatoes are ours, apparently. But I'm not going to accept a contract yet, because if I accept a contract, all these potatoes that are still in the field will disappear. We want to make sure we get everything that we can. Get it in our harvester before we accept that contract. So like I was saying, after we buy field 26, next field we might buy would be over here, maybe. Like I said, that's way in the future. Alright, let's turn this guy off. Extend the pipe out. So, yeah, I got 40,000 liters of potatoes here. And I think I got 20,000 liters still in the trailer. Now, obviously, potatoes don't pay that much per 1,000 because, well, I mean, you just get way too much crop. Alright, so field 34 is complete. So I get paid $18,000. Thank you for that. This one is still active because I gotta sell some sunflower. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I want to make sure that potatoes Still best price at the bakery. Alright, let's fold that in. And I think we're just going to park him right here for now, because good a spot as any. Yeah, so you saw we're not even getting $200 per 1,000, so it's not going to be, our account's not going to boom up. But at least we're back over what we need to buy the field 26 when it comes time to. Hopefully sometime today in this episode. Meaning I still would like to get another contract for fertilizing it. I don't think I'm going to get the weeding contract. I think that ship has sailed on that. So there's the other field that we harvested. I'm going to have to go empty out that combine, deliver some of it to the bakery, and when it says contract complete, I need to stop my sale, unless the bakery is the one offering the best price, but I think it was Agro Wholesales that was offering the best price. Now backing into the bakery is not a problem. The problem is the traffic. There is a sign that is here. I did not, well, I did hit the sign. I hit the sign because when I was backing up, when I was halfway in, a car came by, and of course, you know, a little four-door sedan is going to push a Volvo and a trailer with 90,000 liters of crop in it. So how much money are we going to get extra from the contract? This is why harvesting the big field contracts are good. An extra $9,000. How sweet is that? Alright, now let's go get this crop. And I already forgot how much they were paying us to harvest this field. But that's why I was a little dejected when we were doing the contract in the big field, which is cotton. I was like, why cotton? That's a hard one to figure out. I don't know how full the cotton harvester has to be before you can empty a bale. I'm not sure. Why that is filling up. Yeah, sunflowers, $6.96 and still rising at Agro Wholesales. The bakery is the worst price, obviously. Well, I can go out right here and then back into the bakery. So we're just going to dump just enough in to finish the contract, and that's it. But I do like how, for us, we have to back into the bakery, but the good point for us is the entryway to the fields is right here as well, so you can pull into the field and then back up. Yeah, now I'm checking for traffic every time I'm back in here, because I think 2 times in a row a car came by and just pushed me aside like you know, I was a piece of paper in the wind. Alright, so I want to give you the sunflowers until the contract is done. Right there. At least I get a little money extra from the harvest, but I don't want that yet. So let's go in here. That was $18,000 for that field. Okay. While we're clearing up some contracts, I'm just going to keep on looking. I don't think any new ones have popped up. Nope. Alright, so for now what I need to do is we're just going to dump this right there. Not dump it, but drop off the trailer. Now we're going to head over to the other side of the river, grab the cotton module baler, or trailer. Baler trailer. I did turn off crop destruction because of the reason of me driving into a cotton field, as I showed last time. I've showed many times. Apparently, I don't know. No one said they had the same problem or seen the same problem, but it doesn't matter what map I play on. Yeah, if you got crop destruction on and you run into a cotton field afterwards, it seems to destroy the cotton stalks, and then you can't reseed it until you plow it. So, yeah, I don't want to replow my whole field. I keep forgetting there's a gate here when I come in. But I definitely want to get these cotton modules and deliver them as soon as we can, because at $20,000, yeah, $20,000, yeah, That would be, we would have no problems. Every field would have cotton in it. But almost $2,000 per 1,000. Yeah, we want these cotton modules sold as soon as we can. Let me just double check here, make sure this is turned off. Crop destruction off. Okay. I mean, unless the field needs to be plowed, and then I wouldn't mind. I would just be like, whatever. But if crop destruction was on right now, I'd be ruining these cotton stocks. And then, yeah. I'm so used to the autoloader on this, so hopefully I can get it close enough, which I did. And as you would, ride it in this position with 20,000 liters of, 40,000 liters of cotton in them. In the back. Alright, let's put this guy here. Let's see if I can unload this and have it load right into the back of the trailer. So looks like we're just shy of 70,000 liters in total. So yeah, we're going to be just shy of 140,000. See if this works. It might be too close. Yeah, it did flip out just a little bit, but it's fine. Fold that up. Fold that up. Turn it off. I think the header's up. I was like, hopefully I hit the right button. Alright, let's go. Make some cash. Oh, and before I forget, because I'll leave it off, let's put crop destruction back on. Wait, what was thought I saw something flicker over here, but must have been this way. My mouse went over something. Anyways, on to the spinnery with our 70,000 liters of cotton. Should put us over 700 grand in the bank account. There is our oat field, hopefully. I mean, it will be our oat field, but I'm hoping to get, like I said, another contract on it. So after we sell these, we're going to go ahead and I want to check prices on the silage at the barn. But yeah, we're definitely going to wrap the bales, so I can show you guys that, the wrapper. Oh, of course there's a car coming. I hardly ever see a car here, but when I come out with a load, there would be a car here. I definitely want to get to, once we get to the spinnery and drop off this, I'll turn the time scale back to ×5. I just didn't want to miss out on this great demand. I mean, $2,000 sounds like a really good price to me. I'll probably find out later that the, a really good price is like $2,500 or something, but watch the cash go up in big chunks. $133,819 is what we end up with. Thank you very much. Alright, so where... Oh, no, wrong page here. Alright. So, silage at the barn is still going up. So we're not going to sell that until the price tops out. And of course, we're keeping an eye also on these sunflowers, which is... It's not going up really fast, but it's almost at $700 per. So let me go ahead and get some things moved around, put away, and then we'll get to wrapping up some silage bales. Alright, so now it's time to see this baler wrapper in action. I didn't test it on this map. I tested it on Ravenport. But hopefully, when it comes time to wrap it, it does it rather quickly. It's not as fast as probably you see some out there, but I didn't want to go too fast on it. But it definitely is faster. I think it takes like 6 seconds once it starts. Yep, 6 seconds. And this modded one, before I edited the XML file, it took 15 seconds. So I took a lot of time off. So it's going to save me some time wrapping up these bales. But not as long as it used to take before. The first time when I did this grass field, let's see, our baler was 8,000 liters, so the bales were 8,000 liters. So I had about 2.5 times as many bales as I got now. And the wrapper took twice as long. So shouldn't take me too long to rip through these. I think we should have 39 bales-ish, somewhere around there. But this is just pure money. So I did put the time up to ×5. So hopefully when we get done, I would like the silage price to keep going up at the barn. But maybe when I get done, the price will have stopped going up. We're looking at the sunflowers and also the egg prices as well. I'm keeping my eye on that. The high price that we had the day before stopped going up, and it stopped like at 1,700. Well, that price has dropped, and now the other price is going up, and so that's up in the 1,600s now. So, all right, just want to go into this cotton crop. So I'm going to go ahead and do about 30 more of these. And then we'll see where all the prices stand at that point. Down to our last couple bales. I'm looking around because the way I'm picking them up, I'm just randomly going around the field and wrapping them. So I hope I haven't missed any. I don't think I have. But you know how it goes. You think you got them all, then you put everything away, you start collecting them, and so then you're like, ew, there's one over here. What's it doing over there? You know? I think that is all the bales that we have to wrap. So it didn't take me too long. I'm happy with the speed of that. Yeah, if I go any lower, it's just going to be too fast. I could also speed up how fast it picks up the bales and unloads the bales, but overall I'm satisfied so far with the speed of the wrapper. Yep, I'm just piling everything here so Frank can take care of it later on. And at some point we'll have to make some more hay for the sheep and the horses, and maybe some Total Mix rations as well. Although Total Mix rations, I think we're set on that for a while. Alright, so the question is, sunflower price is still going up. The egg price, $16.33, and that one's still going up. And $1.97 at the barn, and still going up. As for contracts, anything that I need to be interested in? Not really. So I think what I'm going to do is at least get one trailer started here. We'll go around, pick up some bales. Start cleaning up our field. I was just hoping to nudge it to the side just a little bit, but that was more than nudging it to the side. That was bouncing it around. Probably should change the color of the wrapper because they blend in too well to the trailer. Or change the color of the trailer, either one. But I'm going to need a workstation to do that. Like I said, I may figure out soon what to do here by the hog barn. Reason being I don't want to put them down just yet is because I want to put down another shed for our cotton harvester and baler for the cotton modules. They need a parking area. They need a little bit of love. It doesn't seem like you have many bales in the field, and then as I keep turning this tractor around to pick up some more, I'm like, oh, there's more behind me than I thought there was. Which is all good. I should be able to fit 4 more on here. And we'll grab this one. If you go slow, it's no problem. Alright, so our fields, the only thing I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to take a jump cut here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this guy here, go get our sprayer, and take care of those weeds. It'll be like one pass. So we'll let some time pass a little bit here as well. And hopefully when I bring it back, either we should be selling something by then. Well, the last thing we are going to do today is sell the bales. The price at the barn has stopped going up, and it stopped at $198. So not that bad at all. I think the first time we sold them here, it was like $210, and then the last time I sold them here was like $180 something or ish. I did get rid of the weeds up by the chicken and sheep pastures, and now the Valtra is fertilizing those 3 fields up there. It's not going to take them long to go ahead and do those, but let's go ahead and make some good amount of cash here. Oh yeah, I gotta hit unload again. Be good. It's my first time playing Farming Simulator, so give me a break. 63,000 on our first load, so we should get another 63,000, and then like half of that, because I think I get like half a trailer as I wait for this to fold in. There it goes. I think I can sneak through this anyways. I did take a contract out on the Big Field 35 to harvest cotton. They're going to pay us $34 grand to go ahead and harvest that. So yeah, I'm going to see how I can do that. Obviously that's something I'll do before we get back next week. And if I do it right and I have an extra cotton bale when I get done with the contract, I'll leave it aside and we'll sell it together. But we're up to $773,000, which is great. Still no contract on field 26 for another fertilizing job or weeding, so yeah, I don't eventually it'll come along. But what I'll have to do is, while I'm doing other contracts, if that field comes ready to turn for harvest, I'm just going to have to go ahead and buy it off camera because I don't want them harvesting crops in that field. Although I don't think that will happen. But just giving you a heads up in case it does. Well, I just finished picking up the last of the bales, and I said, well, geez, I can figure out, make sure I got them all. You know, 2 trailers, 16 apiece, that's 32, and I got 9, 41. So I went into the info page. I said I should have created 41 bales. I went in there and it says, this session you have created 43 bales. And I drove around looking for 2 more bales, and finally my brain clicked and went, wait a minute, we made 2 cotton bales. So yeah, I got all the bales. Yep, that's what happens when you try to overthink everything. So you probably saw when I delivered the last set of bales here, one skipped to the side, and instead of trying to make a great big hassle, I used the lift anything mod. Obviously I cannot lift 20,000 liters of silage, but I did. I picked up and just flicked it in there. But yeah, this should easily put us over $850,000, which is wonderful. Ah, yes, $872,000. So even by buying that oat field that we're kind of keeping an eye on for $530, that'll give us $300,000 in the bank account to have a cushion for a couple of days. Which, as we know, in a couple days we are fine, because this cotton field should be ready for harvest again, and so is the grass field. So in case you have missed it, the problem I have with the cotton stalks, so I did a little test here last time we harvested cotton. I came over here with crop destruction on, rode over the field, and it destroys the cotton stalks. I go to reseed it, and it won't. It says it needs lime, but I think we limed it last time. It won't even accept lime over it, because last time we limed the field as well, and it would not put lime here. See, the rest of the field's fine. So while we're sitting here, just to make sure... Nope, that's the wrong page. This is the right page. Oh, so I'm getting paid $31,000 a harvest field, 35 with cotton, obviously. I'm looking for field 26 at some point. No. So yeah, the sunflowers will hang on to, because that price is still climbing. The egg price is still climbing as well. But obviously we're not in an extreme dire need of money at this point. So Frank doesn't have much to do. Usually he has straw to collect in the northern plateau, but those fields are not ready for harvest. I got to finish fertilizing those fields. And obviously I'm going to do a cotton harvest contract. And I'm going to keep my eye out for any other contracts between now and then. But yeah, next week I do plan on buying that field. Like I said, the only way I'll buy the field off camera in between now and then, if somehow that field flips over where it's ready for harvest, I'll buy it immediately, so that farmer... I mean, usually they don't go ahead and harvest it right away, but we don't want to take any chances. But I'm going to see if I can make sure I get another contract to fertilize it once again. And I mean, if it has weeds in it when I buy it, then fine, but I don't think I'm going to get a weeding contract in it. That's for darn sure. And I'll probably clean up this mess a little bit around here. But a great day on the farm. I mean, the money wise, I'm just sitting there staring at the money for a second. We do need to take care of our pigs next week as well. All the animals, really. I mean, the pigs just look bad because, well, now we're getting one every 45 minutes. So, you know, we were getting 24 a day. It's probably more like 30 a day at this point. So the more pigs we get, the more they demand. So the more this looks worse and worse. I mean, this should be good for like another 2 or 3 days, but we'll take care of them. Chickens, we just took care of them. But boy, they're chewing through the food as well. But since we doubled them, we're getting more and more chickens as well. The sheep, like I said, they need to be clean, need some water. Yeah, they could use some hay. Looks like we just got 4 more sheep just recently. The cows, we do have plenty of total mixed rations. How we do? Wow, we got 99,000 liters of milk already. Oh, and I have to take out Falcon sometime today and train them up. What was the other thing? I was just getting ready to check a price. Oh, yeah, I want to see the price on milk. So milk prices, yeah, I haven't seen nothing get up to $1,000 yet. How are the egg prices? That one's getting back up to 17, and of course the sunflowers $7.52. So hopefully those prices when they peak are still the same next week when we come back. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.